Welcome back to another video, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about gaining weight the right way. So if you're a skinny guy with a fast metabolism who's either been trying to gain weight for a few months, few years, or even if you're a complete gym beginner who's skinny, who's looking to gain weight, then this is going to be the video you want to watch. And just a little bit more about me. I used to be a former skinny guy. I've been training for roughly 8 years now. The past 3 years, I've made the most gains I've ever made. The prior years, I've really didn't have my training, my nutrition, my rest and recovery dialed in, which caused me to waste a lot of time, make a lot of mistakes overall. So the purpose of these videos are to educate you guys, really teach you what I have learned along my way when it comes to my own fitness journey. So this way you guys can avoid the mistakes that I've made, so that way you get to see a little bit more quicker quote unquote results, opposed to if you were to go about this on your own. So let's get right into it for today. The very first thing I want to talk about here when it comes to this topic of gaining weight is you essentially don't want to gain weight rapidly, because there's this whole premise of saying the more calories you eat, the better, because that means the more weight that you gain. But in reality, that's not really such a good thing, because all that calories that you consume in excess of does not mean it's going to all convert to muscle. No, 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 no. It does not matter if you're in a dirty bulk or a lean bulk. You will still gain fat either way. It's the difference between how much fat you're going to gain. So, for example, when doing a lean bulk, you're only in a surplus of 3 to 500 calories. So that means you'll gain a little bit of fat, but compare it to dirty bulking, where you eat 1,000 calories, 2,000 calories, even maybe up to sometimes up towards 3,000 calories above your maintenance calories. You're gonna get a lot more fat by doing that, opposed to if you were just to do a lean bulk and gain a little bit of fat. And so that's what I mean by that, right? So you really, the main priority for people who do dirty bulking is just to gain weight and really put building muscle second. But obviously that also comes with a lot of health risks, like your cholesterol goes up, higher blood pressure, you'll fatigue easily, you'll be winded easily as well. And so just a whole lot of cons that outweigh the pros. And that's a big reason why I don't advocate for dirty bulking. And that's why you don't want to gain weight too rapidly as well. Do gain weight slowly. So this is what we talked about here in the just the last slide right there. You want to make sure you're in a lean bulking phase, so eating in a slight caloric surplus of 3 to 500 calories above your maintenance calories. Of course, this means that the bulking phase will last a little bit longer, but this also means that you're going to minimize the fat gains, which is going to leave you relatively toned, excuse me, so this way you can make the best bang for your buck when it comes to a bulking phase in itself. Anytime that you feel like your weight plateaus, though, because you should at least be tracking your weight once or twice a week. So this way you get a gauge if you're actually progressing, if you're actually gaining weight. The moment that the scale starts to plateau, the minute the weight starts to not move at all whatsoever, not start to increase, that's when you know you should increase by an additional 3 to 500 calories above what you're already eating. So this way you can see if the scale starts to move. And you just repeat this cycle throughout your bulking phase. Don't train like a baby. This is a big one. Eating is definitely the most important thing, and so is rest and recovery. But if you have those two things dialed in, then that's when you should really focus on your training and making it so much better. A lot of people nowadays, they do not train with a purpose or with intention. They don't exert themselves. They just kind of swing the weights around. They just hop from workout plan to workout plan, thinking that, it's the training that's going to get them the results. The training program that's going to gain them the results from really is themselves, right? Their lack of effort is not allowing them for them to see the progress that they want to see, or the results that they want to see within their physique. Sometimes people do random exercises as well. They don't have a workout plan altogether. They just do some random exercises and just go in and out of the gym. And they always opt in for the bro split. So that's when you hit a muscle group each day of the week, and that's that. Opposed to hitting the muscle groups twice per week and having a really systemized, efficient workout plan set in place, so that way you can measure growth, measure progress, see if you're getting stronger, all that kind of important stuff that you need to know. So definitely, if you're training in a hypertrophy type of way, then you should train with a lot of intensity. And that's what I'll cover in the next slide here. A lot of intensity. You need to make sure that you train till failure, at least for one of your sets. Make sure to control the movement all the way throughout the exercise. Now, I'm not saying that you need to train yourself to the max, right? Where you're about to pass out, throw up, all those kind of different things. Not at all. What I'm saying is that you should exert yourself a little bit more than you're comfortable with. So, if for example, if you feel the burn at rep 5 or 6 when you're doing bicep curls, and that's when you stop as soon as the burn comes, go past the burn. Do 3 more extra reps because you likely have more reps in the tank than you realize. Because part of the game when it comes to training is the mental battle. One thing is physical and the other is mental. And 9 times out of 10, you lose the battle because of your mentality. So you need to essentially, you need to make sure you are, how can I best phrase this? Mentally tough. I think that's the wrong way to word it. But you just need to make sure you have the mindset where as soon as things get uncomfortable, i.e., going past the burning sensation on a given exercise, you need to make sure to push yourself past the point of that burning sensation. Getting uncomfortable with the fact of being, getting comfortable with the fact of being uncomfortable. Because that's the only way that you're going to see true efficient gains made within your training session portion of things. Because if you just keep training with no purpose, if you just keep throwing the weights away whenever it starts to burn, whenever it starts to hurt a little bit, then you're really going to see very, very little progress. If you want the best bang for your buck, then you need to train like a warrior. You need to make sure you keep going as soon as it starts burning. You have 3 extra reps in the tank because most of the time, as I mentioned, this is all a mental battle when it comes to training. And you want to make sure that you win the mental battle and you don't allow your mind to essentially beat you. And then last but not least, we have do not get discouraged. This is a very big one, and it's something that I faced so many different times throughout my fitness journey. Throughout these 7 to 8 years that I've been training for. Because honestly, there's so many roadblocks and obstacles along the way from going to skinny to fit. That's why it's so important to have a strong enough reason why you're doing all this. You need to make sure you have a proper coach, and you need to make sure you have the support that you need to succeed in this, because essentially it's going to be a tough road if you don't have all those things set in place for yourself. And with that being said, it makes it a lot easier for you to fall off the wagon, to give up, to be burnt out, and to essentially think that it's because of your high metabolism that you're not gaining any weight, and that, working out is not for you, essentially. So you need to make sure you have a very, very tough mindset. You need to make sure that you expect 0 results right off the bat. If anything, have 0 expectations at all whatsoever, right? No expectations when it comes to this. Because a big thing now, at least with Gen Z, because I'm from Gen Z, so this generation nowadays, they really suffer from, I guess maybe suffer is the wrong word, but it's the best way that I can describe it, because I've fallen victim to this as well, and sometimes I still do. I still struggle with this, but the fact of having instant gratification, scrolling through your phone mindlessly, anything that essentially allows for you to feel happy in less than a second is what I'm talking about when I say instant gratification. And so when we have that set in place, it makes things harder for us to reach our goals, because reaching our goals, whether it be in fitness, business, or whatever, in this particular case, fitness, from going skinny to fit, it does take time, patience, and effort. It does not come easy. It does not come quickly. And so that's why we need to make sure that we have that mindset of having no expectations, of giving it our all inside everything from training to nutrition to rest and recovery, and making sure that we believe in ourselves. Because if this wasn't possible, if it's not possible going to skinny to fit, then no one would be able to do it. But you have people who have done it out there, and there's living proof of people on, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, who have built fantastic physiques for themselves as natural lifters who go from skinny to fit. All you have to do is just look them up, right? And do that research for yourself, so this way you can actually inspire yourself, realize that if they can do it, that so can you, and the only thing that's holding you back is just your own mindset. So I believe in you guys. Make sure to believe in yourselves. And that concludes it for today's video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what else you guys want to see for future video topics, and I'll be gladly able to make them. If anything, if you guys are looking for more personalized approach to coaching, if you want to have that one-to-one support, you want to have workout plans, nutrition plans, meal plans, everything that you need to make sure that you don't fall off track, you don't get burnt out easily. Essentially, you don't make the trial and error mistakes that I've made in my own fitness journey from going to skinny to fit, then please make sure to click the link down below in the description, so this way you check out my calendar link and we can find a good time to talk and see if private coaching is a fit for you. But until the next video, you guys, much love to you all. Take care and see you soon. Peace.